2, 3. Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Donovan from Team A.D.A Gaming, and we're back with another Yu-Gi-Oh video. Today we have a deck profile. One of our newest members, Holdon, or Shaggy, is going to do his Yubel deck profile, his third place winning Yubel Fiendsmith deck profile. So, what you got for us, Shaggy?
Okay, start off with my extra deck. We have the OTKs. We have these take 2 level 10s, and then I can detach 1 material and then input 2,000 to my opponent, and it's a 3K beat stick, rank 10. And because I have that, it's a it's a level 10. I can and it's a machine. I can go into its second form, which is even better. Gets 4K beat stick, level 11 or rank 11. And then I can detach 1 material from it and turn into a 6K. But if I do that, it's the only one that can attack. So I have that as an OTK option. I have Varudris, which is an Omni negate, and it requires 2 level 10s, which once you see my main deck will be very easy to get 10s out. We have the good old Typhon, in case my opponent decides to special summon 2 or more monsters. I can just use any one of my monsters as a tribute to special summon, and then there's 3K or more attack on the field. Those monsters can't activate their effects from my opponent, but I also can't special summon afterwards if I special summon that. Then we got Phantom of Yubel. Requires 1 Yubel monster and 1 Fiend monster with 0 attack and defense, which is very consistent with my main deck. And this is also a monster negate effects, and then it targets either I can destroy from my hand, field, or deck a Yubel monster, which I usually go for a spirit to go back into an Yubel. This is a super poly monster I have. It's a Yubel monster, and it's also my double hitter whenever I have pain on the field. SP Little Knight, it's a banish, and it's a nice little non-targeter. This is my recursion. I discard for cost, and then I can special summon any fiend from my graveyard. This is for any 2 effect monsters. It's a generic link 2, and I use it to go into my Fiendsmith line. It's my Fiendsmith. Requiem, it's a sequence to Agnum Day, pops that, brings it back, and then I got this, and then Chaos Angel. But usually I will have 1 light fiend monster, summon this. When that's summoned, I pop it to special summon a Fiendsmith monster from my deck, which will usually be Lacrima, which I will show you on a little bit, and when it's special summon will allow me to send from deck a Fiendsmith card. So I usually go with Engraver so I can get another body on the field to go into sequence, and then with sequence I can use what's in my grave to go into Desiree. And then whenever I usually have Desiree, I always have a sequence on the field, so that's a link 3 right there, because 2 and 1, 3, Agnum Day. Agnum Day brings back Desiree. Attach. So yeah, comes a big beat stick. 5,800 with these 2 attachments. Yeah. Then we got Chaos Angel. Any dark or light fiend monster becomes a tuner with it, and it needs a level 10. And then monsters that you control cannot be destroyed in battles. It's dark side material, and then light. Synchro monsters you control are unaffected by monster effects activated by your opponent. So boom. Great little stopper for my opponents. Now we go into my Sacred Beast line. We have, so if I open up with this, it's the 1 card starter. Boom. Normal summons it, allows me an extra normal summon of another fiend with 0 attack and defense. Or I can search for another card. I usually go for opening, because then I use that to go in for this. And then those are the 2 I use for like for instance, I'll either go into Muckraker to get my excursion, or I'll go into Closed Heaven to go into my Fiendsmith line. So I got that. Opening by itself is another recursion card like Muckraker. I discard for cost, so lets me special summon a 0/0 fiend from my grave. So yeah, it's 3 of those, 2 of those, and 1 of that. That. 2 super polys for 1 living defender, but I also have another super poly target, which I forgot to mention. I can actually super poly into this one because it requires 1 Fiendsmith fusion monster and 1 fusion or link monster, so I can use super poly with a fusion or link monster my opponent summons to go into Rextramende. My 1-0s, I got Terraforming to add my field spell to my deck. 1 for 1, send 1 monster from your hand to the graveyard to special summon level 1 monster. Y'all will realize that's the theme of this. Foolos allows me to draw whenever my opponent special summons from deck or extra deck every time. Vijam the Cubic Seed, I run this because it's a non-targetable ability. If my opponent attacks into it or I attack into their monster, it goes to the back row and then puts Cubic Counter on their monster, which stops them from being able to attack, and it also turns off their effects. So it's a great little non-target stopper. Run 3 of Dippy because it's a 1-card starter for Fiendsmith. Same with Fable Lurie, but it's a discard for special summon, which is what I use Tracked off of. Cream is the card that if I special or normal summon, I can dump. I usually dump an engraver, and usually I have a Lurie or whatever in there, which I shuffle back into to special summon to go into sequence. Run 1 of the Crema. Got 3 engravers. Now we got my Yubel line. Got Geist Grinder Golem. If I have a Yubel monster in my hand, I can just show it to my opponent, then special summon Geist Grinder Golem to my opponent's field. And then it allows me to special summon that card that I revealed that was a Yubel monster. And then if this monster is attacked into once per turn, and it's a Yubel monster, so say I have a Yubel on the field, attacks into it, I get 3k life points to my side once per turn, and they would also take 3k damage to theirs if I had pain. But yeah, so we got Geist Grinder. We have 2 Gruesomes because I can banish this from my graveyard and then special summon a Fiend with 0/0. It's a very common theme in my deck. We got Yubel Terra Incarnate. I don't use the Ultimate Nightmare. It's an extra brick and I don't really care for it because I don't really keep Incarnate on the field that often. But if Yubel's pop, it'll summon this one, and so on and so forth. Can't be destroyed by battle. I take no effect damage. That's all the Yubel monsters. This one, if it's into my end phase, it'll destroy all monsters on the field, except for it. Samsara D Lotus is my 1-card starter. Normal summon or special summon it. Tribute for cost, and it will special. And I use 3 of these, by the way. And it will special summon Spirit of Yubel. Spirit of Yubel summoned on the field. I can either set from deck a Yubel spell or trap, or I can add it to hand. Normally I would set and then I activate Pain, which is my main annoyance to my opponents. While that's on the field, my opponents, if they can attack, are forced to attack my Yubel monsters, and they will take any battle damage that I would have taken. I can also use it to pop a Fiend Dark monster from my field or hand, and usually if I say I have a Spirit of Yubel in hand, I'll pop it. And then when Yubel's popped, Spirit of Yubel's popped, its other effect is it will summon back this guy. So boom, 2 bodies. I go into Muckrucker. I use Pain, which also lets me add like Engraver, not Engraver, but a Gruesome Grave Squirmer, which if I have a Fiend on the field will let me special summon it automatically. So I can use that to pop a Yubel monster to go into my others continuous. Those are all level 10s. I run 3 Spirits, 3 Pains, and then one of my other favorite cards that's an annoyance to my opponent, Nightmare Throne, the field spell for Yubel. When this card is activated, you can take 1 Fiend monster with 0 attack and defense from your deck and either add it to your hand or destroy it. Normally I go with the destroy effect so I can pop a Spirit, go into a Yubel, and then I get a extra body in the graveyard, and then usually with those extra bodies I make Phantom because it's a contact fusion Yubel monster. So I just shuffle those back into my deck and get that. And yeah, that's my profile for this. Sorry if it was kind of a horrible explanation. I've never done one of these before. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed.
So Jackie, so just out of curiosity, for the people watching at home, what drew you to this deck? What made you decide this was the deck that you wanted to take and run with? And You know?
I will show y'all my collection binder. There's some OG cards in here that came from Shonen Jump and OG Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, Yubel, my theme.
Also, how long have you been playing the game?
On and off for about over 20 years.
Yeah. So as far as this is also kind of a little get to know you video as well, Shaggy, because like you.
This is why I started liking Fiends. Darkness Neosphere and Dark Necrosphere. This is a Shonen Jump exclusive.
Which is the one?
This one right here. Shonen Jump exclusive. This card cannot be normal summon or set. This card cannot be special summon except by sending one Fiend type monster you control and one Fiend type monster from your hand to the graveyard when your opponent monster declares an attack. So it's
for people who can't see, it's this card right here.
So, in case y'all haven't seen
and then we got Dark Necrosphere, where you banish 3 Fiend monsters from your graveyard to special summon, and also if it's destroyed, it becomes an equip to your opponent's monster to become yours.
So for those of you who can not do math, between me and him, that's 40 years experience between the two of us off and on for him. I've been playing this game since I was 6. I'm 26 now.
Me and my brother started on the anime, like literally when it first came out, and then we were watching that as kids, and then every Christmas or our birthdays, our mom and dad would get us those Yu-Gi-Oh! Tins that used to come out that they haven't came out with in years.
Yeah.
And we had like the original ones, like the original Kaiba and Yugi and Joey structure decks. Like I played with those and opened the original LOBs.
My twin brother and I, he got the Yugi starter deck, I got the Kaiba starter deck. That was there was a time where you had that, you were doing good. You know, that was nowadays, to think how far the game's gone, man, they've passed those decks by big time, man. What would you say is the best part of the game itself?
Interactions with people and making friends, and just seeing what crazy decks people can come up with and combos that they can come up with that ain't meta.
Yeah.
Like what they can pull out of their magical hat, basically.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Reference, by the way.
Yeah. As rogue players, we like to see what we can have fun with, and that's the biggest thing. I think as part of A.D.A. gaming, for the fans watching at home, what is something you hope to not only achieve as a player and as a teammate, but also what is something that we hope that maybe a goal, you know, to achieve by the end of our time in doing this?
Go to YCS.
Mm-hmm. I'd
Go
like to
to the championship. If it's us supporting one of our members that has gone far enough, we'll support them just as if we were gonna, as if it was ourselves. And then that, or go as like a team and have
And go as a team and we play. If we win, we'll win. If we lose, we'll cheer as the winner plays.
And most of us aren't really big into like if we win or lose, it doesn't matter. We're just there to have fun and get the experience. And like, we want to be the best we can be, but we're not going to be like sore losers about
That's
it.
me. And that's how a lot of us are. We don't care if we win or lose. We just want to play the game and have fun. It's a game. We're here to enjoy it. We're adults. Anyway, if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a like, comment down below.
And subscribe.
If you're new, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Like Jackie said, subscribe. Don't miss a video from us. This is Team A.D.A. Gaming signing off. Deuces.